Before we start learning SQL, we will require MySQL database server installed on our local computer so that we can practically write and execute the SQL statements. In this lecture, we will learn how to download and install MySQL database server on a computer running Windows operating system. In my case, I am using Windows 10 64-bit operating system. You may be using a different version of Windows like Windows 7 or Windows 8. Whichever Windows version you may be using, the installation steps will be similar. Open your web browser and enter mysql.com. This is the official website of MySQL, which is acquired by Oracle Corporation in 2010. Under Downloads menu, you will find MySQL Community Edition GPL title followed by the download page link. On this download page, there are several products by MySQL, but we are only interested in downloading MySQL Community Server. So go ahead and click this download link. On MySQL Community Server download page, at the time of recording of this video, the latest version of MySQL is MySQL Server 8.0.11. If you find the newer version, you can either download the latest available version or you can download MySQL 8.0.11 from the lecture's resources. Or you can open this looking for previous GA versions link, which will contain all the previous versions of MySQL. From select operating options, if it is not selected, choose Microsoft Windows. Under recommended download title, you will find MySQL installer for Windows. There are also zip archives available for download, but we will download MySQL installer MSI. Click this Go to Download page link. On MySQL installer download page, I will download the latest MySQL 8.0.11 version. Since there is no 64-bit installer available, though I am using Windows 10 64-bit operating system, I will go ahead and download 32-bit installer. Again, here you can see there are options for downloading the MySQL installer. The first one with less file size is MSI file downloader, which will first install the file downloader and then actually download the MySQL installation files. While the second one with large file size is the direct MySQL MSI installer. I will go ahead and download the direct MSI installer by using the given download link. If you want, you can sign up for an Oracle web account. This is an optional step, so I will skip the sign up window by clicking this No thanks, just start my download link and save the file to my computer. To save some time, I already have downloaded the file on my desktop. So let's start with the installation. Double-click the installer to start the installation. The installer will extract the files in the background and launch the installation in a couple of minutes or less. If you get Windows security message like do you want to allow this app to make changes to your device, click yes. Here we have the installation window. We must accept the license terms in order to install and use MySQL Server on our computer. Select I accept the license terms checkbox. Click Next. On choosing a setup type window, there are 5 different setup types. The developer default will install all MySQL products for development. The products like MySQL Server, MySQL Shell, MySQL Router, MySQL Workbench, and so on. The server only option will install only MySQL Server, while client only option will install MySQL Client product used to connect to MySQL Server. The full install type will install all the products and features available with this installer. We will select custom type of setup so that we can customize the product and the path for MySQL. Click Next. Here on the left side column, we have available products for the installation. Click the plus sign in front of MySQL servers. Under MySQL Server, MySQL Server 8.0, select the appropriate MySQL server for your computer. If you are using 32-bit operating system, then you may get here MySQL Server 8.0.11 x86. In my case, I am using 64-bit operating system, so the installer automatically gave the option to install MySQL Server 8.0.11 x64. Select the MySQL Server version available for the installation. Once you select the MySQL Server, make sure you click this green right arrow button, which will include the selected software in the installation. Follow the same steps for Applications, MySQL Workbench, MySQL Workbench 8.0, and MySQL Workbench 8.0.11 x64. Click the right green arrow button. Click Next. Depending on pre-installed softwares, you may or may not require to install other essential softwares. Here in my case, I need to install Microsoft Visual C++ 2015 redistributable package. Select the required software and click this execute button. Select I agree checkbox and click Install button to install the required software. Close the window. Once all the required software installed successfully, click Next button. Now the setup is ready to install the selected products, that is MySQL Server 8.0.11 and MySQL Workbench 8.0.11. Click the Execute button. It will take a couple of minutes or less to complete the installation. If both products install successfully, you will get the status here, complete. The MySQL Server 8.0.11 is complete and MySQL Workbench 8.0.11 installation is also complete. Click Next. Now we are on product configuration window where we can set up MySQL port number, root user password and much more. Click Next to start the configuration. On Group Replication window, the Sandbox InnoDB cluster setup option is for testing an InnoDB cluster. Select Standalone MySQL Server. Click Next. On Type and Networking window, under Server Configuration Type, select Development Computer. The development computer uses minimum amount of memory. The server and dedicated computer options are mainly used for web servers. Some applications or computer use IP address and port number to connect to remote host for data exchange. By default, MySQL is assigned the port number 3306. In case you already have installed MySQL on your computer, you will see a yellow mark over here. It means the port number 3306 is already in use. In that case, you can change the port number to other than 3306. In my case, since the port number 3306 is already in use, I will change it to 3307. If you don't see a yellow mark, you can keep the default port number, that is 3306. All the other options are fine. Click Next. As of version 8.0, MySQL by default uses SHA-2 encryption method to encrypt and store database user passwords. Using SHA-2 encryption is more secure compared to the previous versions of MySQL. If you want to use older encryption method to store your database user password, select Use Legacy Authentication method. I will select the new and default option which uses the strong password encryption. Click Next. By default, MySQL creates a user named root user, which acts as an administrator for all MySQL databases. In order to log in as root user and access administrator privileges, we will require to set root user password here. I will set my root user password here. You can use your own password, but make sure you remember the password or note it down somewhere. We will need this password while logging in to MySQL database server using root username. We can also add a new user by clicking this Add User button. Enter username, host, and select role to set privileges depending on the role of the users. We are not going to add the new user now because we will learn how to add new user and set privileges using SQL statement in a separate lecture. So I will click the cancel button and click Next. The Windows Service option creates a new Windows Service instance with the given name. Make sure the Start the MySQL Server at System Startup checkbox is checked so that MySQL Server starts automatically when your operating system is started. If you uncheck this option, every time when you have to use MySQL Server, you will have to manually start the MySQL Server from Windows Services. The default option for Run Windows Service is fine. Click Next. We will not change anything in Plugins and Extensions window. Click Next. Now the installer is ready to apply the configuration settings we selected in previous windows. Click the Execute button to apply the configuration settings. It will take a minute or less to apply the settings. Click Finish button. Click Next. If you encounter any error message while installing MySQL Server or applying configuration settings, check out the question and answer section of our course if the question related to same error message had been asked before. If you can't find the question, feel free to create a new question with screenshot and error messages you encountered. I will do my best to help you as soon as possible. Uncheck Start MySQL Workbench after setup option, and finally click this Finish button to complete the installation process. Here we successfully completed the MySQL Database Server version 8.0.11 installation. Now open Start menu, under All Programs, MySQL, and open MySQL 8.0 command line client. Enter the root user password you set while configuring MySQL Server If you successfully logged in to your MySQL server, you will get this MySQL prompt. And now you are ready to start learning SQL. You can also click and open MySQL Workbench the same way. Go to under All Programs, MySQL, and open MySQL Workbench 8.0 CE. We will learn more about MySQL Workbench later in this course. One last thing before we stop here. In Windows, by default, command line client have a small window. To adjust the width and height of command line client window, right click on the top and select Properties. Under Layout tab, you can adjust the window size and height according to your needs. You can also change the color and fonts of the command line client window. Play around with these settings and make sure you have bigger window with color and fonts of your choice. In next section, we will start learning SQL with practical examples.